Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. We here for the Linc Up featuring Symone Stanley, Lord Brunson, and Tone DeShields II. We are here to talk about your Philadelphia Eagles as they took care of business on Thursday Night Football. I mean, oh my God, it's just like sometimes, like when they sleep on you, gotta just remind them who the hell you is. You gotta remind them who the hell you is. Stop playing with me, man. Listen. I'm not going to waste too much time on the intro. Y'all know the vibes. You know what y'all got to do. Smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to everybody. You know the energy. You know what we're doing here at the Linc Up. We so apologize for being late. We had to take care of some business on the back end.
We had a kiki. We had a kiki.
Yeah,
we had to talk for a little minute.
Yeah, had to talk for a little minute to iron out some details. But we appreciate y'all for still being here and showing love the way you guys do. Do not get it twisted. We appreciate y'all. But nonetheless, your Philadelphia Eagles have improved to 8-2. On the NFL season, beating the Commanders 26-18. But it was nerve-wracking though, right, Symone? I mean, you and I, you know, it was a little scary last night.
I still got a headache from last night.
It was scary. LB, just tell me the full range of your emotions throughout that game.
Listen, I'm about to put the screen back on. Hold on.
For sure.
Let me make sure I'm back. Okay, my full range of emotions. See, listen. I can't just sit there and watch the game. You know what I'm saying? I can't watch the game and stream. I just can't do it. They put me in a space to where I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I got more pop in here for the half, talk to the team, and then we gotta reassess the second half. Now, what I got from the first half is pretty simple. I don't care. The haters are gonna hate. My boy was concussed. You know what I mean? Let's get into that. Jalen Hurts was concussed. You know, that defense did a good job of trying to take away whatever they had to take away in the passing game. They limited the big shots. Jalen Hurts was concussed. We just wasn't right. But then what I also got from that first half was our defense is elite. Our defense is elite. Quinyon Mitchell, it's time to start talking about top three. It's time to start talking about top three, top two, top one, whatever. You know what I mean? Quinyon Mitchell is that guy. Vic Fangio has totally revamped this defense on what it's supposed to be. You know, I thought these guys were supposed to come up here and put up all of these points and do us dirty. Jayden Daniels, it was so much talk. And this is another game where the Philadelphia Eagles overcome adversity. Another one. You know how many quarterbacks would have not came back into that game, Tone and Symone, after that happening to them? A lot of guys would have packed it up and be like, hey, I lived the fight another day. Man, Jalen Hurts put us on his back, concussed and all, man. And he's not gonna get a lot of love for that because nobody's not gonna bring it up. All everybody's gonna do is say he had an ugly performance. But did he really? Played a clean game, 222 passing yards, spread the ball around. I think like three different receivers had over 50 receiving yards. Did he really have was the game really ugly? And even if the game was ugly, even if it was an ugly win, can you really be mad? We won 6 straight. You know what I mean? Triple digit rating for him 5 out of the last 6 games or whatever it is. Like he can't have a little shaky John after almost being concussed. But you know what I mean? We 8-2, man, and all the haters just got to deal with that.
You bring up a good point. I mean, the reality is the numbers don't lie. The winning column don't lie. He wins games, and I agree with you. That first half was definitely wonky for both teams. I feel like both defenses came to play in that first half. And, you know, let's not pretend, even though they probably didn't score touchdowns, Jalen Hurts put them in position, that offense put them in position to kick field goals. And Jake Elliott just didn't do his job. He left 7 points on the table. I mean, the score should have been way worse than what it was. But regardless, I think the story of the night, like is this defense. I mean, you got to give so much credit to that defense for just playing lights out. Like you said, they are playing at an elite level. They questioned, who did they play? I don't know. Is that pass rush legitimate? You know, Quinyon Mitchell, you know, he hasn't gone up against Scary Terry roasts young corners and all that bull stuff. And I'm like, listen, man, we've been watching this team for several weeks, and you could tell beyond just who they play that they're good. There's something about how they move and how they react and how they communicate and how they attack. Like you can't discount that. And when they came up against an offense that was top 5 in damn near every category, they shut them down and held them to 18 points. Held a quarterback to one of his worst performances of his young career. You feel what I'm saying? Force him to a turnover. He ain't turned the ball over since week 5. You feel me? So And the pass rush was harassing him. I know we only got 3 sacks, but if you're watching that game, he was not comfortable throwing off the back foot, throwing dirt worms. That man was looking like Prime McNabb throwing dirt worms. And I don't mean no disrespect, but we know you watch McNabb. He was a dirt. He loved throwing him in the dirt. So again, man, the bottom line is Eagles did exactly what they had to do. Symone, I got to get your perspective on this game. I know you and I watched it together, but give me your full range of emotions. Everything you was feeling from quarter 1 to quarter 4.
Child, you know what I was feeling. Shout out to everybody who was on the live last night. That game was entertaining, nonetheless. Defense coming into the game, we knew the offense was wonky. Offense made mistakes that they don't usually make. I mean, the offense proved that we could move down the field. Like, we beat ourselves offensively, like with the drops, uncharacteristic. AJ, Devontae running each other, uncharacteristic. Missed field goals, uncharacteristic. We knew the offense was going to be all right coming into this game. The question was the defense going to be able to keep that same energy against this high-powered Washington offense? And the defense stood up. I'm saying defense looks scary. I'm scared. I don't know how they line up against this defense. I would be scared to line up against Jalen Carter. I'd be scared to be going down the field with Q. The defense is phenomenal. I'm saying, like, phenomenal. We've only given up 6 touchdowns, 6 offensive touchdowns in 6 weeks. This defense
only one was passing. Only one was
passing.
Yep.
Nolan Smith, I'm saying them boys, it's like dogs see a red meat. The way that they are so charged up. Nolan Smith moved that big old 400-pound dude out the way, grab Jayden Daniels. I'm saying, like, they play like they're possessed. I'm saying Slay, Quinyon, don't even hear their names, bro. They just lock his G there. Don't even hear them because nobody going to them. Just doing their jobs downfield. I'm saying Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean, bro. Reed Blankenship gonna get him a pick. CJ GJ with the pass breakups. Defense is, I'm scared. The defense gotta be scared. I'm saying, like, they're ferocious, okay? Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell. We needed somebody to step up or bring a spark to the offense in that game like that. Kenny Gainwell walking them boys down. I'm saying, bro, what? Jalen Hurts, you gonna have there's gonna be games where stuff don't go right. That's when you need to have a full, like, when you have a team like this, sometimes the defense is gonna be off. That's when your offense pick you up. Sometimes the offense is gonna be off. Defense got to pick you up. Jalen Hurts did what he had to do. Like we said, played a clean game, didn't turn the ball over, made the big play when we needed him to make the big play, stretching for that first down, staying inbounds, being aware of everything. That first down was insane, bro, that he got us. So you're gonna be injured. He was concussed, things were off, but he still did his job at the end of the day. The packages was delivered. Bro.
Calcaterra. Oh my God, y'all. I almost had a heart attack, y'all.
I almost had a heart. Yo,
they put us out on Twitter, Tone. You see they put our clip out.
I didn't see it. Where is that?
They tweeted us twice. 2 people put that tweet out.
What the Calcaterra?
Yes.
Where is that?
Bro, when I tell you my heart jumped.
Did they tag you in it?
Out there. When I was first so excited because I was like, yes, first down. And then the fumble, and then the fumble recovery. Like, that whole sequence was insane.
Yo, here's my thing, right? And y'all both touched on it. Things weren't really going right initially in that first half. And there's going to be moments where you got to stand tall, right? Let's be honest. When we watching that first half, it was like the recipe was out for us to win that game. Everything was shaping up for us to lose that game. Missed field goals, guys dropping passes, running into each other. Jalen Hurts missing wide open guy. Like, everything was shaping up for us to lose that game. And I got to give credit to Nick Sirianni for remaining disciplined in that game, not overreacting, trusting his defense, because, he took the points, Jake Elliott didn't deliver, right? You know, when they scored a touchdown, he took the extra points. You know what I'm saying? He didn't feel the need to overextend his offense and go for it on fourth down. He didn't panic. He didn't try to force a square peg into a round hole with the offense. He rode the game. He rode the wave. And he trusted his guys to be able to do their job when it mattered most. And then Kellen Moore, he called the better game in the second half. The bottom line is, though, like, this is what championship teams are made of. You know, this felt like a playoff style win, did it not?
Mm-hmm. I mean, not really. It felt like what it was. It felt like a gutty divisional win. You know what I mean? Division wins are always you know just gutty and gritty. It feels like exactly how the majority of the Kansas City Chiefs wins have went this regular season. But nobody's talking about that though. It's like the minute when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win is, oh, good teams found a way to win. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When Jalen Hurts and the team win, is he being carried? Just the narrative is just getting old now, man. They just can't just own up to the fact that they was wrong about homie and that he won football games. Now it's Saquon Barkley this, Saquon Barkley that. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Eagles Nation, we already knew who Saquon Barkley was before we traded for him.
Exactly. It wasn't like we drafted him and he just we knew who he was.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Right. Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. Y'all must have forgot, or y'all didn't want to believe it because he became a Philadelphia Eagle. When we got A.J. Brown, the same type of talk was happening. Well, who gonna throw him the ball? Now it went from who gonna throw him the ball to he got too much talent around him.
Exactly. Now it turned into Hurts can't win without A.J. Brown, or A.J. Brown made Jalen Hurts. And let's be totally honest, as much as I love A.J. Brown, I knew he was a good wide receiver in Tennessee, right? But y'all wasn't giving him his love in Tennessee.
You ain't know he was because nobody ain't know he was like this until he got here. He was good over there
until he got a quarterback.
You feel me? He was good over there, but now he's the all-pro elite wide receiver over here on his second extension. So like the Jalen Hurts narrative and the reasons for his success is getting tired and it's getting old. I'm ready to block all that noise out. Once people start saying, oh, he got talent around him, we got nothing else left to talk about, bro. Because you're not bringing me no clips. You're not bringing me no X's and O's. When it was time to win that game, Jalen Hurts did what he needed to do like always.
Mm-hmm.
Like always.
The play that stand out to me is that third down. The play that stand out to me from last night. That's a championship play. That's what winners are made of. You feel what I'm saying?
It's so many, but Tone, it's so many championship plays in this game. The dump down to Saquon Barkley, they won 44 yards. That's a championship play. Mm-hmm. That's a check. Just hey, it's nothing down. Let me take the check down. And I don't think Jayden Daniels played horribly bad either because he just took the check down. He had to do what he had to do. They scored when they first dropped when it was 7-0 off of a check down. You know what I mean? Most likely that's how he was able to drive the field. So like the narratives about Jalen Hurts are stupid and they're by stupid people.
I'm telling you what it is. You know, they call you crazy at first. You know what I mean?
I know what it is.
They mad because Jalen got the ladies. They jealous. Jalen make them insecure, bro. They mad because they woman.
You spitting right now.
Over Jalen Hurts.
You spitting right now.
They mad because Jalen got the suave. He chill. He lay back. He mind his business. And he's LL Cool J. Ladies love Jalen.
I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but coming from a guy who has lived that life, that brings a lot of hate. When you're doing your job, and it's attracting the man is taken. When you're doing your job, when you're looking good, you're winning football games. You got the Jordan deal. You was in a Tiana Taylor commercial. You got all of these light-skinned dudes putting hot oil treatments in their beard, hopping on live, screaming in their camera, 2 earrings in the air. Jalen Hurts is bringing out the metrosexual haters. He bringing them out. He bringing them out. Dudes don't even know why they don't like him at this point.
They
just in the space.
They girlfriends, they wives, they crushes crushing on Jalen. That's why they mad.
I was talking to some people.
That's all it is.
And shout out my guy D-Lo. D-Lo just texted me that before we went live.
I was talking to people, and matter of fact, I was talking to my wife about this, and I was saying, "Yo, I know what it is. When they see Jalen Hurts, they already had their opinions about him, right, in college and so on and so forth, right. So when he gets to the league, they already expect him to fail. They're talking about changing his position, but then when he overcomes that, okay, now they got to move the goalposts, and then when he get the money, Oh, now they got to move the goalposts. And then when he make it to a Super Bowl, they got to move the goalposts, right? And he dressed nice. He carried himself well, mature, confident, silent but deadly. That makes a lot of grown men uncomfortable.
Bruh, it does.
I firmly believe Jalen Hurts, his aura, he makes a lot of grown-ass men uncomfortable. Just existing.
Just him walking in the room. This is the most, if you know me for real, this is the most you ever hear me to, is when I'm doing my YouTube thing. But when I get done here, I probably won't say nothing else to nobody until 4 o'clock. That make people uncomfortable, bruh. When you know what your mission is when you wake up, you know what I'm saying? You go out there and you execute your mission and you go home. You know what I mean? People don't know how to deal with people like that, bro.
And the thing is, when was the last time football player has transcended the game like that?
Right.
Jalen, I can't remember. I'm telling you, my friends who don't ask me nothing about the Eagles, never know, don't watch a lick of football, nothing. Jalen Hurts. Oh, y'all quarterback. Oh, you met Jalen Hurts. Never said a peep about nobody else. Never said a peep. Jalen Hurts has transcended football. The ladies love him.
He's one of the most popular guys in the league. He's one of the most popular guys in the league.
Absolutely. His jersey, I believe, is top 5 as far
as it's been that way for 3 years now.
For 3 years.
They just hating, bro. That's it.
For 3 years.
You know what I mean? It's been that way for 3 years. Like, show us some film. Show us some film on why he ain't who he is. They can't bring up the film.
They can't.
Right. And then when they do, and he still win the game, they can't explain it. See, this is the problem, right? They keep trying to put a number. They keep trying to put an analytic around how he do what he do. And when you're a winner like that, and when you carry yourself like that, you can't put a number on. You can't measure it. You can't quantify it. He is who he is, and his record speak for itself. You know, it's so funny. Chris Scott said something very interesting. He said Jared Goff throws 5 interceptions, and they say he found a way to win. Jalen throw an interception, and they say he can't read defenses. In this game, he didn't throw an interception at all. He was 64% from the field, 18 for 28, over 220 yards, a rushing touchdown, some rushing yards in there. Key conversions. The Eagles was well over 50% on third down. Like, what are you talking about? What are we talking about?
And a win.
I bet any amount of money you swap out him for Josh Allen and everything go the same. Oh, Josh Allen, he just finds the way, man. That's Josh Allen football. You know what I'm saying? And
they be hating, bro. They be hating. Colin Cowherd is a hater. It's just so many haters in the midst of our success. That's why it's important for us as fans, content creators, to block the noise out and preach that to the players. Like, if you got the ear of the players, block the noise out, because the only thing matters is a championship. We don't care what they say or how we get it. We don't care. If last night was a Super Bowl and the performance went that way and we still won, and Saquon Barkley is probably the Super Bowl MVP or whatever the case may be, we still won the Super Bowl. Who cares what they talk about?
Right.
Who cares what they talking about? If last night was the Super Bowl, it is what it is. We still won. You might not like the performance. Redskin fans in my comments, man, just keep it real. Y'all ain't play a good game. Well, what game y'all played? Y'all lost.
What are we doing here? What are we
make it make sense.
Here? Yo.
This morning I wake up to all of these type of messages, y'all. Well, I don't care what nobody say. Jayden Daniels still better than Jalen Hurts.
He didn't show that last night. He didn't show that last night.
If that's how you want to feel, I was told so much leading up into this game. I don't know about y'all. I was told Jayden Daniels was one of them ones, quote unquote. One of what ones? I was told Terry McLaurin is going to expose Q. Terry McLaurin had 10 yards. I was told Brian Robin Jr., Johnson Jr., whatever his name is, he coming back. That didn't matter. So Brandon Graham was too old. They don't have a defensive player on their line that could put in the work that Brandon Graham got. If you want to compare last night to last night. I was told so many things. They're going to score 30. No, y'all not even going to get a dub. That's what I said. Y'all not scoring 20 points at the Linc. Like stop the narrative, bro. And it's the Commanders' fault, y'all. Because they ran off at the mouth saying Buddy top 5. They make people hate their quarterback. I like the kid. But he ain't on Jalen Hurts level.
I like him too. And you bring up a good point. Like, they leading up to this game, and this is why I kept saying what I was saying about, yo, just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. Y'all got a promising young quarterback, and quite frankly, he ain't accomplished nothing yet. So he could, God forbid, he could fall off a cliff tomorrow or fall off a cliff next season, right? And all of a sudden, did they make a mistake with the draft? Like, so please enjoy the ride. Jalen Hurts done put in too much work in this league for them to keep talking about him like this. I'm sorry. When you make it to a playoff 3 years in a row, when you're a 2-time Pro Bowl, when you're a second-team All-Pro, when you're a Burt Bell Award winner, you feel what I'm saying? Like you can't talk about this man like this. You just cannot do this. Consecutive seasons with over 4,000 yards of total offense. Consecutive seasons with over 30-plus touchdowns, 35-plus touchdowns of total touchdowns. Like you can't keep doing this to somebody who's putting the work in like this. Like I said, they can't put a number on it, and it kills them. It kills their spirit. It kills their core. You know what I'm saying? Like all these draft guys who get paid all this money to evaluate these guys, it kills their ego when they're wrong about a player. It kills their ego to the max. They was wrong about Q. Let's talk about Q. Because
they was definitely wrong.
They tried to say,
Quinyon Bay is in the process of being copyright.
Oh, it is.
It's in the process of being copyright written. Quinyon Bay. I'm tired of y'all running off with the sauce. We're gonna stop that too. I'm tired of y'all running off with the sauce. Not y'all in particular. Y'all all free to say it, whatever. A lot of people run off with my sauce, man. I'm coming back for my sauce. Wings. Coming back for it.
I saw somebody just tweeted today that they came up with Quinyon. I just sent you the tweet.
Here they go.
Bleeding Green Nation was like, I don't know who coined Quinyon Bay, but I like it. And then they saw this one dude on Twitter talking about me.
You okay?
Okay.
Check this out. Look at this. Just hey, LB, just read that for me, bro, if you can. If it's too small, I'll read it.
It says Quinyon Mitchell aligned across from Terry McLaurin on 20 of 25 routes, 80%, including 19 of 20 aligned wide, 95%. Mitchell was not targeted on any of his coverage snaps against McLaurin and was targeted just once all night. 0 receptions allowed. What we talking about?
Is this your king?
That's what I want to know.
And you know what they're going to try to say? Oh, he always playing zone. Nah. If you watch that game, they play a combination of zone and man. He pressed him like 6 times last night. He was in his grill last night. So, like, this defense has arrived. Let's get to some of the numbers, though. Let's get to some of the numbers real quick. So, let's pull this up. Jalen Hurts, 18 for 28, a 64% completion percentage. Not bad. League average. 221 passing yards, averaging almost 8 yards in the attempt, 2 sacks, 88.5 passer rating, 10 rush attempts, 39 rush yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Saquon Barkely, 26 carries, 146 yards, averaging over 5 yards to carry, 2 touchdowns. And in the passing game, Saquon also had 2 catches, 52 yards as well. The 43-yard, the big 43-yarder we saw. A.J. Brown had a decent game, 5 catches, 65 yards. Dallas Goedert, 5 catches, 61 yards. Devontae Smith had a quiet game, 4 catches, 29 yards. You know what I mean? Like the defense, the defensive stats just jump off the gym. Zach Bond, 15 tackles, 9 solo. Nakobe Dean, 10 tackles, 8 solo. Reed Blankenship, 10 tackles, 4 solo. Yo, this team lived in the backfield. Damn near every player, damn near every starter got tackles for loss. Brandon Graham was playing out of his damn mind.
Bro. He was out of his mind. I think at one point they put a tight end on him.
Fountain of youth, bro.
He put him in the dirt.
Bro, definitely found a fountain of youth. I don't know how you could retire, bro.
What about that open field tackle Nakobe had early on?
Oh my
I was
God.
Terrified.
Yo,
Symone.
I was so terrified. I was nervous as hell.
He planted that.
So I was like he had him on skates, but he found a way. He found a way to get contact.
That's what
I was terrified because
it be like that sometimes.
But that's what they made it seem like, though, y'all. That Buddy was Lamar in the open field.
Right.
That's what they tried to tell us. Right. Buddy is not Lamar. He's not Lamar. I was in the spaces on Twitter earlier. You know what I mean? And in the spaces, they was talking about what does Dan Quinn need to do to have more design runs for Jayden Daniels. I feel like that would have helped turn the game a different way. Buddy is not a design run type of guy. He is way too little. He way too little. He run too high. He gonna get hurt doing that. You know what I mean? He ain't that guy, bro. Y'all need to keep Buddy in the pocket. I seen a lot of inaccurate throws. I heard he was everything. I ain't see nothing last night, bro. And I watched him a couple times too, but I ain't see nothing last night. ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't seen nothing last night. I saw a rookie. I think somebody who need to go hit the showers and come back and regroup. That's real rap, man. He a rookie, man. And they disrespected us like this, man. Rookie running around here. They said he was gonna win MVP, y'all.
Bro. I saw people with the Commanders as Super Bowl picks. I'm like, hold on, wait. Y'all crowning this man way too early. And it's like you said it earlier, is making it difficult to root for his success. Because watching him, just from a pure football fan perspective, I like the guy. I like Jayden Daniels a lot. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. But Commanders fans, once again, talking out the side of y'all mouth, thinking y'all arrived and y'all didn't yet. Y'all didn't arrive yet. Y'all just got to the party. As a matter of fact, y'all invitation just got in the mail.
Right. Y'all just got y'all invitation.
Y'all just got your invitation.
I'm going to say some real stuff that they ain't going to like.
You didn't even RSVP yet. Stop playing yourself.
They might miss the playoffs. They might miss the playoffs.
You think so?
They might miss the playoffs.
Break that down.
They might miss the playoffs. I look at their schedule. They got the Saints who just getting their quarterback back. They ain't got nothing to play for but to upset somebody. That game is in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? They also got the Falcons left. I don't think they're going to beat Atlanta either. I think Kirk Cousins hates them. He's going to find a way to barbecue the Commanders.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You know what I mean?
And then, Kirk Cousins and Olamide. And I think they got another former Falcon, too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be some smoke in them two games alone. Now, you do got the Giants who always play them tough. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Cowboys. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to be able to steal one. But the Panthers on a 2-game winning streak. So anything can happen with these last couple games. But this is the point I'm making. The Commanders didn't beat anybody with a winning record yet. The Commanders beat up on bad teams. As the year goes on, bad teams will start to find ways to win. And the Commanders showed some bad habits last night that you know what I mean? They showed some bad habits, man. If you got a defense competent enough to keep an eye on McLaurin and double bracket McLaurin, you could beat them guys, bro. You could beat them guys. They're not nothing special. We just showed it. Like, they're not nobody. They're not really not nothing special, man. And I don't believe them. I think they're missing the playoffs.
What was the turning point for y'all in that game last night? For me, the turning point is, again, going into the fourth quarter, the score was 10-6, right? It was 10-6. We was down. For me, the turning point was Dan Campbell going for that fourth down and failing. What was the turning point in that game for y'all?
Fourth down stop, getting that first turnover, their turnover on downs.
Yeah, I would have to go with that. I would have to go with that because it wasn't looking good because we had 2 red zone attempts that we didn't finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We was inside the 5 twice and we didn't finish. That's why we had to kick them. We kicked both our field goals from inside the 5, right?
At least one of them for sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. So I didn't really like how the game was going, but when the defense stood tall right there, and that play made absolutely no sense. So stop saying that y'all got better coaching than us because that was very questionable to not take the lead. It made no sense at all to me.
Yeah.
It's 8 minutes left in the game. You take the lead and then you live with whatever comes after that. You feel what I'm saying?
But you know what? In hindsight, when I think about it, Jake Elliott missed the kick to make it a 13-10 lead.
Which is why you kicked that field goal, Commanders, because now you put
no. So I think if Jake make the kick, they make it 13-13. You see what I'm saying? I think they tied the even the playing field.
You talking about because it was 12-10.
Right. It was 12-10 because Jake missed. Right. If it's 13-10 because Jake misses it, they take the 3.
You think they go for the 3?
I think they should have went for 3. 10 times out of 10, they
should have went for 3 regardless, bro. They should have went for 3 regardless.
I think they did. I think they didn't go for 3 because you're still down the field goal. You know what I mean? But you do take the lead, though. You take the lead because we've been missing field goals.
We've been missing.
So you do take the lead.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? You do take the lead.
And the way that our defense was stuffing them like a turkey.
Yeah.
To go for that, and points was coming at a premium for them. Nothing was easy. They should have took them points.
Right.
About Missy Elliott, they did.
Right? I ain't gonna lie, that's a funny name. I don't know who came up with that, but
it's fun. And Big Chris, you tripping if I ain't make up Quinyon. I'm posting proof on Twitter after this.
Who said Missy Elliott?
You're the first person I heard say that. And I'm not even saying, you're the first person I heard say that.
That's like saying I ain't make up Ski Mask Howie or I ain't make up Hurt Season. Like, come on, bro. Like, shit just be coming to my mind out of the blue. But I'm posting proof for you.
Oh, man. All right, so let's let's get deep into the layers, right? Because, there was Saquon Barkley's value is unmatched right now. And do you guys believe that he should be a front runner for one of the major awards, Offensive Player of the Year, MVP? Just give me your perspective on his season, his impact, and if he could potentially take home some hardware at the end of the season.
Yeah,
I think he could win MVP, man. I think he could win MVP. I think we should put the emphasis on making sure he get it. To be honest, I think he can win MVP because you got to think about it. Like all the quarterbacks with the good numbers this year, Joe Burrow, he don't have a winning record. You know what I mean? So Joe Burrow not going to be too much in the running for anything for real. There's really no quarterbacks that's really lighting it up this year. Nobody's going to have a 5,000 passing yard season. You know what I mean? I don't see it happening. Quarterbacks, the play for quarterbacks or the statistical play for quarterbacks is just declining. So he's going to win one of them awards. If he keep running the way he's running, and if he ends up with like 1,500 rushing yards or something like that, which is very, very possible, that's less than 100 yards a game for the rest of the season, Saquon Barkley could win MVP. But at the minimum, he's going to get Offensive Player of the Year. They
say he's currently on pace to surpass Adrian Peterson's MVP numbers from that season.
What AP had? 1,800?
AP had 2,000 rush yards. They said Saquon is on pace to pass those numbers.
If he gets 2,000 rushing yards, he got to get it.
He got crazy. What? A little over 1,000 right now.
He got 1,100.
1,100, I think. 1,100, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And if you put it in perspective too, from a touchdown perspective, how many times were we on the 1 or the 2 yard line and we could have gave it to Saquon?
But it was a couple of times where he got stopped at the 1.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just thinking hypothetically, right? Like, just think about the opportunities that he had, right? Like he probably could have had. He probably should have like 15 touchdowns on the season already, minimum.
I think he's gonna get at least another 7 before the season over.
Oh yeah.
So I ain't really worried about. We got 8 games left, right? 7 or 8 games left.
We're 8-2, so we got 7 games left. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get it.
So when y'all think about these next few games, right? I mean, we have. Let me double check this. Next up, we got the Rams, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We got the Rams. Then we got the Ravens. So we got 2 road games back to back, and then we come home for Carolina and Pittsburgh. So let's just stay. Let's just stay on that road trip. Rams, Baltimore. I'm gonna be honest with you. The way our defense playing, I feel like we checking anybody, any and everybody, anywhere.
Yeah,
anywhere.
That's what time I'm on now. I'm not worried. I'm not. People putting up these things. Which y'all gonna go in the next 5-0. That's how I feel right now.
I don't care about what quarterback it is. I don't care about what wide receiver it is. I don't care what running back they got. I'm taking my guys versus they guys.
We definitely gonna beat the Steelers too. So you know what I mean. But we're gonna stay on our road trip. Like the Rams food. Let's keep it a bean. The Rams are food coming up.
Food, bro.
Yeah, Sunday night football.
So funky and stagnant.
Yeah, Sunday night football. They food, and I think we're gonna pick Stafford off like 3 times. The Rams are food coming to a dinner table near you. And then it's really about the Ravens. It's really about the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody else is dead meat.
Yeah, what's interesting too about that Rams game, underrated narrative. Jared Verse, according to the odds makers, is ahead of Quinyon Mitchell for Rookie of the Year. Now, after last night, Quinyon Mitchell catapulted to 2nd in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Mm-hmm. Jared Verse is number 1 right now.
How many sacks do he got? Like, what's his numbers?
I think Jared Verse got like 6 sacks, 5 sacks, something like that. He's playing very well. He's good. Don't get it twisted. But here's my thing, right? I think the only reason Quinyon is not number 1 right now, I think he is. But the only reason he's not, according to the odds makers, he doesn't have any interceptions to go into that package yet. But listen to this, though. To your point about Matthew Stafford, I think he may get one on Matthew Stafford. And on top of that, that's going to be a game against the Rams where Jared Verse and Quinyon Mitchell, you're going to both see them on the field. You're going to both see them on the field. And if Quinyon Mitchell is able to impact the game more than Jared Verse is, that may be an opportunity for Quinyon to jump him as far as the odds go for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
But Sauce Gardner was 2nd-team All-Pro, and he had like 2 picks as a rookie.
Right.
No, he was 1st-team All-Pro as the rookie with like 2 picks. So I think Quinyon he's locking down everybody, bro. But
and big names too, like big names. These aren't just
rookie. He'll make like that all rookie list for sure, but
Are we gonna talk about?
Talk about what?
What happened?
Are we gonna talk about Jake?
I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jake.
Jake the Snake.
They asked us in the chat. I feel like Jake gonna be fine, but I also feel like
I think he gonna be fine in the long run.
I do think that maybe that's why Nick wasn't kicking them field goals.
You thought you saw something? You thought you saw something in practice, huh?
Maybe, because maybe. Shoot.
I joke. I joke.
It's very likely. It's very likely.
It's a possibility. But I normally when I say that I joke because I said we used to matter of fact, Symone, we was talking about that last night.
I ain't worried about Jake though. Most of it, some of it is our fault. We ain't give him a lot of on-the-job training. Shit, you know what I mean? The times where he could have kicked, some of it is our fault. It's our fault as an offense too, because when your first kick don't come into the second half because you don't score points in the first quarter, you know what I mean? Them extra points matter. You know what I mean? That gets your kicker in rhythm too. We're not scoring as an offense, so you know Jake ain't even kicking his extra points. He ain't warming up. So it's not all on Jake, but at the end of the day, Jake ain't doing his job either.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny. I was saying this to Symone last night, and I was like, I think I kind of understand Debo perspective now. Remember Debo basically choked out the long snapper
for that,
and you know put his hands on his kicker because they wasn't doing their job to by his estimation. And now in that game, I saw that game, the kicker was missing a lot of layups. Granted, he was coming off an injury, but I say all that to say I was having a moment where I was like, somebody got to put hands on Jake. Somebody got to let me know what's going on, yo. Because like, bro, you can't be doing this, man, in this kind of game, prime time. Like I said, it was all shaping up for us to lose that game. It was so many threads that was just like, yo, this may not be our night, yo. It just feels like everything is leaning their way.
Talking about something. What's wrong with y'all kicker? I don't know. But he was missing. I don't know. I don't know. I thought he was. I don't know.
I was blown away.
Yeah, when he missed the second one, my face just was like, I was disappointed.
I thought it was the script.
When he missed the extra point, I was like, oh no, something wrong.
Yeah.
The extra point was crazy. I'm like, bro, Jake is on the payroll. Like the extra point.
I thought it was the script, bro.
Bro, you can't even miss that joint on purpose. The extra point,
bro.
Like you
Jake
just gotta
so money though. He's so money. What went wrong last night? I know it was a windy night, but on some of his kicks, the wind wasn't even blowing.
I don't know, man.
I still trust him though, and Jake we trust. I know some of y'all calling him Missy Elliott right now, which is funny.
Missy Elliott is crazy, bro.
That's funny, but I'm still rolling.
That's some Philly stuff right there, Missy Elliott.
Who came up with that in the chat?
I don't know. Somebody said it last night, and they said they got it from LB Stream.
Yeah, Missy Elliott come from if you're trying to shoot somebody in the streets and you miss. And your shooter was Missy Elliott. That's the first time I ever heard it. Like a Kobe. Your shooter was Missy Elliott. And you try to do something to somebody and you don't complete the mission. Missy Elliott.
That is crazy, man.
Right.
But regardless, though, I mean, when you think about this Philadelphia Eagles team from top to bottom, I just can't think of any team in the league, player for player, pound for pound, who checking this. I know they want to crown the Lions already, but in my opinion, the Lions ain't got the equity like we got the equity. They keep saying San Fran, at the end of the day, if San Fran win their division, they could beat anybody. And sure, I mean, they're talented, but they ain't got Ayuk. And I feel like San Fran is a shell of themselves this year. I just feel like this is not their year right now. Who do you guys look at in the conference who could potentially rattle the cage of the Philadelphia Eagles?
I don't want to play San Fran. I ain't going to hold you. San Fran going to be super up for that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play San Fran if they make it to the playoffs.
I know. I don't really want to play them either because there's something about them that's
I don't want to play them. It's like
bad vibes with them.
Yeah, but I will say this: they're gonna have to come to Philly. They're not beating us in Philly. In the playoffs, they're not gonna beat us in Philly in the playoffs.
Are we allowed to go to any more games? Because Street's saying we not.
I know they trying to tell me and Symone we can't go nowhere because we went to the Falcons game. We lost.
I'm scared to go to the Steelers game now. I wanted to go to the Steelers game, but Street's got me thinking I'm bad luck.
Nah, come on now. That ain't even a vibe.
I ain't gonna lie. I might chill to the playoffs.
No, don't come out cold in the playoffs. You gotta
chill to the playoffs. I might chill to the playoffs. I might Baltimore. See, my schedule ain't lining up for Baltimore. I gotta get my little ones at like 6.
This is what I gotta do. Y'all gotta take like a TV in the parking lot and just watch the game from there. No, don't go in. Don't go in the building. Just hang out in the parking lot.
I can't do that. If I go down, I'm going inside.
I can't just be outside. But yeah, I want to go to the game. But I'm scared because y'all got me scared. See what y'all did? Y'all bullied me.
I do want to go to the Steelers game, though. That's
definitely a good game.
I might just pop out for the Dallas sweep, Kelly Green.
What time is that Steelers game?
That Steelers game is at 4:20.
Is that 4?
Yep.
They saying please stay home. Wow.
Damn.
They said nah, go now, chill in the playoffs.
No, that's a fact. Go now.
Yo, but listen though, like I'm sorry, I know it seemed like we kind of regurgitating ourselves, y'all, but it's just certain parts of this team that I'm truly, truly amazed by. Like the way this team is built currently on defense, typically we're so used to having a top-notch, front line, right? And everything else on the back end is kind of, average to mediocre, whatever it may be. And now when you think about the way we're built, where are the holes on defense? Where's the hole?
Yeah.
Where is there anywhere on that defense where a coach is going to game plan with his guys and say, okay, we're going to attack this guy here? Where is the weak link on defense? Somebody tell me who. Because you got so many people who are playing out of their minds, so many guys who are just starting to develop in front of our very eyes. I mean, Nolan Smith.
I'm trying to see how many people we got in the chat. I can't see.
We got over 1,000. And I saw LB, you posted, I got to give Nolan Smith his flowers, or I got to apologize to him, basically. Right?
I do.
I retweeted it and I said, me too. I said, me too.
I gotta do it right. I gotta do it right here, bro, because they was on my body. They was like, make sure that the apology is just as loud as the disrespect.
Nolan, I'm sorry.
They super hype right now.
I'm sorry. No, brother, I'm sorry. I was just nervous, brother. We spent the first round pick on you, and I never disrespected you, but I had my questions.
And that's Philly Mike Mann too. So he might retweeted it. Yeah.
And listen, I knew he didn't get no snaps in the first year, so I never crucified him for his first year. I only was crucifying him for his preseason performance because I was like, "Yo, you're going up against 3s and 2s. You should at least be getting some." You know what I mean? Or you should be dominating him on a consistent basis. But again,
he looking hungry too. He looking hungry.
I apologize, brother.
He looking hungry. I apologize. To Nolan Smith.
I apologize.
I apologize to Nakobe Dean.
I apologize to Nakobe as well. I apologize.
Who else I need? I think that's it. That's it.
Only I need to apologize to.
Some of y'all need to not y'all, but some of y'all need to apologize to Slay.
A lot of y'all need to apologize to Slay.
Yeah, a lot of people. That ain't me. I ain't never get on Slay under.
I was still on the Slay bandwagon because here's the thing, right?
Like Symone owes somebody an apology.
I want to know. Y'all let me know in the chat. Who do I owe an apology? I feel like I really only owe Nick. I was never on nobody's head heavy. Nobody specifically.
Let me show y'all something real quick because when it comes to
y'all, let me know in the chat. Who do I owe an apology to?
When it comes
I feel like you said something about Saquon.
I gotta show y'all something real quick. This is
look at that. She ready to go now. You know
I ain't never said that about him.
Oh my God. Check this out, yo. Hold on. Let me zoom in. It's a little small. Hold on. So
they said Maddox. Now, come on now.
He ain't deserve no apology. He deserve what? He buns still.
Shout out to my man Jeff Kerr.
I've never got on one person specific. Like I've never gotten on one person heavy. Like how you had a bounty. You had a bounty out for Nakobe Dean, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a bounty, but
listen, I was giving Nakobe Dean hell too over the summer.
Yeah, I never get on one person specific, except for Nick Sirianni, who I already apologized to. I never get on one person.
Here's the thing, though, right? And this, in my opinion, speaking for myself,
that boy was banking and dunking like that.
When it came to Nakobe Dean, I never ever said he was a bad player. I always said I don't know what he is. I've always straddled that line, like, yo, I don't know what he is. He wasn't. He didn't get no snaps in year 1. Okay, fair enough. Year 2, he was not healthy. He made it to IR twice, and the open practice, he getting routed up by Kenny Gainwell, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad. There were some people who's ready to say he was bad. some people who was apologizing for him. I'm like, I don't know what he is. And now we do. So I don't know if I owe him an apology, but I'll just give him his praise, give him his flowers, and let him know that, hey, I see you, brother. And if you ever felt any kind of way, shit, like, hey,
bruh,
his IQ was off the charts.
Off the charts, bro.
His IQ's off the charts.
Put War V up there. War V said, Symone owed me an apology because I flew Spirit to Dallas. Worst flight ever. But
no.
But what, you flew for $40? I know your pocket's glad that you flew.
He
Spirit.
said ghetto as hell.
I just saw Spirit about to file for bankruptcy. I never fly Spirit in my life. I was on the drone at the airport. What's it, the little tarmac? Like looking out the little window. Man, they had duct tape on one of the wings, bruh.
One time,
it was like some heat resistant tape on one of the wings of the drum. Like never will I.
They said you owe hold on, we gonna get. But one time I was on Frontier, it was some crazy sound I ain't never heard before. It was like, it sounded like, like when you revving, like you cranking something. It sounded like something was being cranked up. We was all looking at each other. The girl beside me, we was looking at each other.
It was in the air. John was in the air
right before takeoff.
Oh,
like what y'all revving up? Is it a manual crank back there? We was looking at each other like,
man.
They said you owe an apology to Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah, both of y'all do.
What do you do? What do you do yet?
Come on, yo. I never said he was bad. I never said he was a bad player.
I give him his apology.
Listen,
I give him his apology.
I guess
he ain't been getting cooked. That's a good thing. He ain't been getting cooked.
All right, I'll do this.
Somebody said, once you fly Spirit, you start seeing spirits.
Isaiah Rodgers has not played bad for the Eagles at all. Whenever he's been asked to come in, to pinch hit for Darius Slay, he's done a really, really, really good job. I just had a preference at the time. When we was talking about preseason and training camp and all that, I had a preference.
He wanted Ringo.
I felt like Ringo just was giving me better tape.
Somebody said it's the Greyhound of the air.
It's the what?
It's the Greyhound of the air.
No, it's the Megabus of the air. It's the Megabus.
Yes, Megabus. Greyhound is top of the line of the.
Greyhound.
That Greyhound bus, top of the line. No,
I'm talking about in ground transportation. It wouldn't be Greyhound the biggest.
Bro, maybe as a dude, bro. I got on Greyhound, so I went to school in Raleigh, and when I was graduating, I was going to move to Atlanta. And I had a job interview in Atlanta, obviously $0 because I'm a college student. So I took the Greyhound, thinking I'm going to take the Greyhound to Atlanta. When I was scared for my life on the Greyhound. I don't know why my parents let me get on there alone. I was sitting in my seat. I had my luggage right here because it was a whole bunch of crazy tweakers on that. I had my luggage right here in between my legs. And I would sleep on there like this.
Right, homeless people getting on at every stop.
Right.
Bro, them bus rides be tricky when you go across country.
Them bus rides
my mom don't like driving, man. So it's like she like 2 hours from me. Man, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just get a ticket for Megabus. I'm gonna pick her up from the joint." I'm like, "Mom, you're not catching that joint no more, man."
Yo,
like, what you doing, man?
Yo, Megabus in Philly be dropping you off in the middle of Drexel, like out of nowhere. I was like, yo,
bruh.
Bro, I used to ride Megabus crazy in college, like a lot.
She's like, it's only 2 hours. I'm like, man, just get on. I'll just get you. I'll take care of transportation every time now, man.
Mom, get the train,
bro.
Just get the train.
Yeah, just get on the train.
For real, I do whatever it takes. I don't care if you got to take a little half an hour flight. Just get on it.
Yeah, get on the train, man.
For sure. All right, where we at? All right, so what's what we gonna do? We got 20 super chats. Let's get to those. And then by the time we finish, we'll be able to close this thing out, y'all. Like I said, man, your Philadelphia Eagles are 8-2 on the NFL season. They took care of business. They took command of the NFC East.
Race fell.
And we had to remind the Commanders that there are levels to this thing, and you are ahead of schedule. There's nothing wrong with turning up. But on your rise to the top, just understand that there's people that have been there before you. And there's people that's currently up there that you got to respect, and you got to kiss the fucking ring.
Thanks.
So that's all I'm saying. Just be patient. That's all I want for Commanders fans. Be patient, be humble. Because I don't want y'all to turn into Cowboys fans because y'all getting close. Y'all getting dangerously close to turn into. I don't want to treat you how I got to treat Cowboys fans. You're getting too close to dangerous territory. Nonetheless, let's get to these super chats. We appreciate y'all. You guys are locked in on the Linc Up featuring Symone Stanley, Lord Brunson, and yours truly, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. You heard? So let's get to the first super chat. My man, Equeezy, he says, game was realistically 33-10. Add the Elliott misses and remove the garbage time touchdown, yet they still not going to give us no respect. We got to take it. Bro, I agree with you 100%. 100%, man. Like, you gotta make your field goals. And, you know, I'm not going to kill the defense for getting with that garbage time touchdown. I ain't going to kill him. But in perspective, Jayden Daniels really only threw for 120, 130 yards. He got most of his yards on that one drive.
It was garbage time.
Yeah. That's Dak Prescott. That's Dak Prescott stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like that. Anyway, shout out to Queasy with the $4.99. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Chef, LB, you want to read this one?
I can't see nothing.
Oh, okay, got you. No problem. I got
it. That's the only thing about doing the joint in the whip.
I got you. Okay, Chef Cook Skinner. He says, "What up, Linc Up? The Eagles was the better team. Y'all defense, especially Carter, bullied us. Much respect. Raise hell." Hey, listen, Chef, I respect you, bro.
Chef been keeping it solid. Chef been keeping it solid.
That's a solid take. You know what I mean? Now you're not bitter about it. You're not trying to find an angle. You kept it G. I respect that. And I'll tell you again, I'm gonna always keep it G too. I like your quarterback. I like him.
He overrated.
Again, he got to prove himself though. He still got to prove himself. Y'all, a lot of people spiced him too early, and he ain't running. He ain't playing nobody yet. Thank you, Chef, though, for the super chat.
Appreciate you, Chef.
Chris, the Raikage, Bruce. Symone, you want to read this one?
Shout out to Zach Bond, aka Napa, aka your auntie's favorite linebacker. Right, yo,
Zach Bond do give like auntie like boyfriend type shit, like.
Right, he like 26.
He's 26.
I don't know how old he is. Oh, he's that old though.
He's 27. He like 27. But like
I thought he was like 32.
No. He was. So listen, we actually this is his 5th year in the league. He was drafted by New Orleans in the 3rd round, I think, out of Wisconsin. And you know, he was one of those guys that was he came out of college late. Like I think he was like 22 or 23 when he got drafted.
27.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's 27 years old. But yeah, he definitely looked like Nappa from Dragon Ball Z. If y'all know the reference, he looked just like Nappa.
I didn't know what Nappa was.
Oh, you want me to show you real quick? That shit is crazy.
I'm about to Google it.
Oh my god,
he looked like it a little bit.
Yo,
I gotta find this video because I had Zach Bone on my draft board. Oh,
okay, I see the resemblance. It's just because of the facial hair. Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to the bro, man. Shout out to bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the super chat. Kivo the Prince, what's going on, Kivo? He said, don't count that last touchdown, prevent defense, garbage time stats. Absolutely, bro. Right. I mean, we gave that to him. You know, we had to give him something to feel good about. Shout out to Kivo. Mansa Musa with the $4.99. It's for me. He said, "Hey Tone, I told you yesterday it's gonna get dark, and I'm not crowning Jayden just yet. Defense was suffocating Jayden last night. The defense is elite. Facts.
It's elite. It's elite.
Facts. It is elite. You gotta respect it. It's elite. Top 5 in every meaningful category. Shutting down the quarterbacks that they crowning. Shut down Joe Burrow. We number one in yards per game. Damn. And guess what?
Number 1.
Did you know that we were number 1 in yards per game when we went to the Super Bowl in 2022?
I believe it.
But the difference is
this defense is way better than that defense.
I think this defense is way better because I think in 2022 we were heavily reliant on the pass rush, heavily reliant on sacks, right? And then when we got into the big game and you couldn't get a sack, your back 7 got exposed, your linebackers, your DBs got exposed. Now these DBs are so sharp, even if the line is not getting the most pressure or not getting the most sacks, I trust these linebackers and DBs to hold up still.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Fangio gonna retire our defensive coordinator.
Oh, for sure. He's not going nowhere.
He moved in the area to be closer to his mom and stuff like that.
He from here. He from Scranton. So he been trying to get back here for a while, but he had to go to Miami because we was going to pick him up after the Super Bowl year.
Right.
But we got caught up in the tampering thing with Jonathan Gannon, and he had to go to Miami. And then he went there for 1 year. The Miami players was bitching about him and all that kind of stuff. And he had to come to a real team, some real dogs. And now we are who we are. So, yeah, man. Defense is elite, man. Defense is elite. Got to give credit where credit is due. See, the thing about Fangio's defense, it's complicated to learn. But once you learn it, it's hard to stop. Hard to stop once you learn it. Shout out to Mansa Musa. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
War. Oh yeah, we did this one already about Jake. Shout out to War. We appreciate your donation nonetheless. Thank you, brother. Mike with the $1.99.
Right. They was playing dirty, bro.
Yeah, they were. Yo, there was a point in that game where they blew the whistle and Bobby Wagner still like slammed. Who was it to the ground? Was it Saquon or was it Jalen Hurts? It was one of them.
It was Saquon.
They was trying to get their cheap shots in early. And I also think in that first half, I feel like we got out of character a little bit in terms of our discipline. You know, you saw us getting in a couple scuffles. I felt like we kind of, I don't want to say they got in our head, but I felt like we were beating ourselves heavily in that first half. Like we were just out of character.
No, I like that though. I like that. Sometimes you gotta just start showing people who the big dog. They forgot. They forgot. The first play of the game, we feed the ball to Jahan Dotson. They give him a little extra on the sideline. AJ right in there pushing people like, oh, well, this ain't gonna be that. You know what I mean? I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Mike. Blaze with $1.99 super chat. Someone want to read this?
Appreciate you, Blaze. Yeah, he said GQ magazine cover with Jalen. Haters don't like that. Exactly.
Of course they don't.
The insecurities showing.
Ambassador for the Olympics, bro.
He on the porch with Tiana Taylor.
I'm telling you, like it's grown men out here that when they see somebody like that, they just like I would hate me too if I was Jim. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things where you're like I would hate me too. I get it.
I understand. I understand why they hate Jalen. I understand it.
He got aura. I get it. Shout out to Blaze, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Blaze.
Marcus Kane, he says defense wins championships. Thank you for the super chat, Marcus. You're so right, bro. Like if this defense keep playing at this level, I take us against any quarterback. I mean, you beat Joe Burrow, you beat Jordan Love, you beat the Saints when they was at their hottest and fully healthy. You beat Jayden Daniels. Again, that was a top 5 offense, top 5 in scoring, top 5 in I think pass yards, top 5 in total yards. Like they were a fully competent offense. Fully competent. Top 10 in yards per play.
The number 1 seed is right there for our taking, bro.
And they were top 10 in third down conversion, top 5 in fourth down conversion. Everything that they was good at, we neutralized it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next super chat. Thank you, Marcus Kane. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Marcus.
Ward back again with the $4.99. He says they won't say a word. He said they won't say a word about Jared Goff 5 picks. They categorize it as a gritty win. This is what good teams do. Find a way to win. Bullshit. No, Ward, be right, bro. They all like I listen to people on that because sometimes in the crib when I'm preparing and all that kind of stuff, I have like the TV on in the background. Just if I hear something that's interesting, I'm like, okay, but I hear when Jared Goff played that game against the Texans on the road and he threw 5 interceptions and they still won. I heard them glazing him beyond belief. They said Jared Goff is never going to play this bad again. If the Lions can play that bad, oh man, the league is in trouble. If they can play that bad and still win, the league is in trouble. I'm like, whoa, this
5 interceptions is egregious.
He threw 5 interceptions. 5. If Jalen Hurts ever threw 5 anything, they on his head. Goff too. I pay attention to them. I scan their numbers heavily, Detroit, because I feel like it's us and them versus everybody else. They are asking Jared Goff to do the exact same thing the Eagles are asking Jalen Hurts to do. In terms of pass attempts, they're leaning on a running game. They're not asking Jared Goff to win games. They're not. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they're not asking Jalen Hurts to win games, but my point is, like, as far as the play style, as far as being a run-heavy team, as far as being surrounded by weapons, they don't have that same energy for Jared Goff. Jared Goff is playing with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, playing with Jahmyr Gibbs, and he got 2 number 1 running backs.
Yeah.
In the offensive line. And
a
Pro Bowl tight end.
Yeah.
So why don't we have those same conversations with Jared Goff? We don't. Because we've seen Jared Goff when he ain't got weapons, and he's booty. But they want to have this energy for Jalen Hurts. And like LB said earlier, right? At the end of the day, it's one of those situations where they ain't gonna give us the respect. We gotta take it. We gotta take it. Shout out to War. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, War.
Anthony Chops. Someone want to read this?
Appreciate you, Anthony. Terrell Owens, AJ, and now Saquon. He might trump T.O. AJ as best offseason signings in Eagles history. Also, LB, that brain dead space earlier. LMAO. I wish I was in that space, bro.
Yo, you ain't want to be in there.
No, like I was in there. I kept trying to request it, but it got to a point where I was like, they ain't gonna let me in. So I'm like, I'm just listening.
You ain't want to go in there.
I feel you, Anthony. Saquon going down, bro. Saquon, game changer, bro. He could be one of the best offseason acquisitions. Like,
yeah, man. And if we do something special with this player, he's gonna have to go down as. Wait, hold on. Let me relax. Let me relax. Let me relax.
Break.
Let me relax. Shout out to Anthony, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Anthony.
War back again. He said this D line has come along. Jalen Carter playing at an all-pro level. Nolan, JD, BG, all these boys ball. Yo, JD not getting enough credit either, right? Like Jordan Davis has been stout in the run game. Guys have not been able to run through him at all. He's been getting double teamed regularly. He's been creating so many opportunities for Jalen Carter. So many opportunities for BG and Nolan and Sweat. I mean, like the way they're swarming to the ball, they're such a physical defense. And they're athletic. They're doing everything right, man. They're doing everything right. Shout out to Wolf. Dana Scott, what's going on? Symone, read this.
Appreciate you, Dana. Our young defense is understanding the assignment. Q and Coop are shutting you down. Their technique is awesome. They understand route concept. We got them ones. Facts. I can't believe we got Quinyon and Coop, bro, in one draft.
That was such a BS pass interference on Coop.
Yo,
such a BS pass interference on Coop. I hated that call.
I hate that call beyond belief.
Then Smitty don't be getting no love. Like, you grab his whole damn helmet, bro.
Right.
Yo, in what world can you tuck? Because granted, sure, his hand wasn't on the face mask. But in what world, in what sport can you tuck your hand under somebody's helmet and pull him and try to tackle?
That's illegal.
Right.
That's illegal. You can't grab the face mask or any helmet opening. That's an opening.
His hand was tucked in there.
It's either the refs don't know the rule 100%. That's the only thing I can think of.
They were trying to keep the game close.
Symone, what I say when the game first started? Once I knew who the refs was, what I say?
You said what? The refs. Once the game started, you said the refs is gonna be cheating, bro. That crew,
that lead ref. I watch it every time I see him calling the game. It's always something questionable going on, and I don't mean no harm because he's a brother, and I want and that main crew is brothers, and I don't want to kill them that much, but that lead referee, I don't like him.
They was trying to keep the game close.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dana. Shizzo, what's going on, Shizzo? I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. He says the offense got all the names, but if we keep it in 100, this is now a defensive football team. They winning games because of the defense flat out, and I ain't even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that.
I think it's going both ways, but the defense has been more consistent than offense.
Yes, and I will say, defense has done is that they've afforded the offense to have a bad couple drives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could be in a situation like Cincinnati where your offense ain't got no problem scoring, but the problem is they got to score every time they touch the ball.
Right.
That's hard to do in the NFL consistently, and that's why they're losing games.
You can't say this is a defensive team when your quarterback has had the stretch he's had. You had so many 30-point games. You know what I mean? Defensive teams struggle to get 30 points. We're doing that shit like weekly.
Yeah, that's true. And we should have had over 30 today, but regardless, we stuck to our average. I think we averaging 28 or 29 points on the season. And
how many more supers we got left? I can't see shit.
We got let me see here.
We got hella super chats, bro.
We got a few. They keep coming in. Yo, it's 36 of them total. They keep coming in. And I ain't mad at it, but damn.
Man, I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna have to run real quick, y'all.
Y'all got money today.
No, for sure. Just
it's a win. It's a win.
Just let us know when you got to dip off, and then me and Symone close it up. So
I'm about to dip now.
Okay. Oh yeah, you on your break. I forgot it's lunchtime.
I see buddy out here
looking for you.
Nah, he ain't looking for me. He don't better.
Look, Parsons, Terrence. It's Terrence.
Oh, it's Terrence.
My God.
Yeah, bullshit.
Listen. All you got to tell him is, listen, man. You Terrence Parsons, I'm Terrence Crawford. I'm whooping feet. That's all you got to tell him.
Exactly. That's it.
You whooping feet,
all right,
man.
y'all. Yo, we definitely gonna tap in. We're gonna have a nice, comfortable week, y'all.
Right.
Thank y'all for tapping into the link in. You know what I mean? The best co-host in the world gonna close y'all out, and you already know what it is. Go Birds.
For sure, man. Shout out to LB, man. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, guys.
All right. Shout out to LB, man. That was cool. All right. Symone Stanley and myself back again with the white vans. Let's finish this out. All right, so Shizzo, he says here, Lamar is the MVP. He got 24 passing TDs and like 2 interceptions, and I didn't even look at the rushing numbers. Combine that with the Ravens defense being trash. You know what's so crazy? Lamar is having an amazing season. It's unfortunate the defense has not been good at all.
Right.
And they did draft a corner in Nate Higgins, and I think he's a good player, but I just don't think they're complete enough, and it's hard for him to really make an impact. But yeah, I think Lamar is going to end up being the MVP overall because it's a quarterback award at this point, and I don't think there's a quarterback in the league that's been as dominant as him on a consistent basis. So
I can't even be mad at Lamar, bro.
Yeah. Listen, I like Lamar Jackson. You know, keep winning those MVPs. I'm aiming for Super Bowl MVPs. I ain't mad at it. Shout out to Shizzo. Kivo. Someone read this one.
Wildcat tush push. Put Saquon back there. Thoughts?
They did. It's funny. They did a variation of the
tush push
of the brother shove yesterday. They gave it to Saquon. It was like a pitch play or something like that, and they got the first down.
Yeah.
But the best one I ever seen was when we had Swift. That was the best one I seen. The best variation of it. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know we had that in the tuck. Shout out to Kivo though.
Appreciate you, Kivo.
AMHC says kids in Peru counting on Louis T to make Jayden hats. AMHC, you out of pocket, man. Shout out to the kids in Peru and shout out to Louis T, man. He does great work. Louis T been doing this for over a decade, man. Just covering the game. So shout out to Louis T, man. He's a vested veteran. I got a lot of respect for him. Nicholas Newbold, he says props to your defense. Bond had 14 total tackles, 1 pass deflection. Louisville had 2 sacks, 10 total. LBB for real. Who had a better game? Eckler gave Bond a piggyback ride. Y'all won. Okay, so basically we trying to say is, Bond didn't have the game that we thought. Listen, Bond is the one that stopped your quarterback from getting that 4th and 1. See, he had 2 sacks. That's true. Louisville had 2 sacks. But at the end of the day, where was Louisville when it mattered most? Where was Louisville on the money downs?
Right.
Where was Louisville when he had to get a stop? Where was Louisville when Saquon had the rock in his hand? Austin Eckler had that nice first half, and then he was a non-factor. But nonetheless, we appreciate your super chat, Nicholas. Nonetheless, brother, we appreciate you, man. Listen, y'all gonna have another crack at us. Don't worry about it. We going to Washington and we taking over that trap too. Ain't about nothing. Warv with the $4.99. Go ahead, Symone.
She said, Symone owe me an apology because I flew Spirit to Dallas. I'm weak, but you say that money.
Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah.
He say that money, though.
Yeah, you say that money, bro.
Right.
You say that money. It's funny. My wife refuses,
a win is a win.
Refuses to fly Spirit. Refuses.
A win is a win.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse too until I see that flight is $300 cheaper than Delta.
Yeah, and especially when wherever you're going, you're only gonna be there for like 12 hours or like,
right.
You know what I mean? So I get it then, especially for business. Professor Chaos, he says with the $5 super chat, national media already trying to spin that the Commanders weren't that good of a team now. Of course.
See, they was in my comments talking about some Jayden is just a rookie. Now he's just a rookie.
Now he's a rookie.
Right, but before he was the best quarterback in the NFC East. Now it's chill, he's just a rookie. They
were saying MVP. Listen,
right.
Prior to that game, right? I heard people on the Thursday night pregame talking about, if I had to pick a quarterback in this game, I'm going with Jayden. He's just playing at an elite level. Jalen, he has a lot of pieces around him, but I just don't know. Like, well, what if I'm like, okay. And Jalen had a better game than him, regardless. No matter how you slice it, had a better game than him. And it's just like I said, we ain't gonna get the respect.
We not.
Respect. And the thing is, I think at this point now, if I'm being completely honest, I think all these networks absolutely are fully aware that we're gonna respond to everything they do. They know.
Y'all gonna respond. I don't be giving it no energy, bro.
It's hard, though.
They do all that for engagement. If they give fair takes, they're not getting no engagement. What gets engagement is jarring takes. Like, they never going to call a spade because that don't get clicks.
Yeah, I know. It's hard sometimes. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all smarter than this.
They are entertainers. Their job is to entertain, bro.
And incite. Yeah, I know.
It's to entertain and get a reaction. And they know when they say something, they're going to get a reaction from the Eagles fans. Like,
yeah, that's true. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like if we ever decided to be quiet, the whole system gonna crumble.
The whole system gonna come down, bro.
Shout out to Champy. He says, Cards put the.
What's up with the Cards fans, bro? Worry about your own division and trying to lock that up. Why are they in here?
First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. With all due respect, y'all are not impressive to me whatsoever. The Cardinals are one of the bottom feeder franchises in the league. You guys are the furthest from impressive. The furthest. The furthest, bro. I mean, a Cardinal, though, we shoot those when we hunt in the summertime.
They've been coming out heavy, too. I'm confused why they're coming out so heavy right now.
Right, like.
We're not even on their schedule.
Not even on their schedule. Not even on their schedule. Anyway, shout out to Champion, though, for paying for that. Professor Chaos for $2. He said, I hope old Mike beat the brakes off Jake Paul. Yo, facts, man.
They fighting again?
Yeah, it's tonight. Well, but they didn't fight yet.
It's the first time?
Yeah, first time is tonight. On Netflix. Lord, on Netflix. Jesus. So I'm definitely watching it.
Oh,
I'm definitely watching. I got my Iron Mike shirt on. I'm locked in.
Oh, that's why you got that shirt on. I didn't even know that was a thing. This is my first time hearing about this.
What?
Yeah, I'll be tapped out.
Now I will say Mike smacked him last night at the weigh-in.
He smacked him?
Smacked the shit out of him at the weigh-in. So what happened was when he was facing off, Jake Paul stepped on his foot and Mike smacked the bullshit out of him. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. Shout out to Professor Chaos.
I might tap in.
Yeah, definitely tap in, to get a quick watch. It's on Netflix, easy to watch. Shout out to Cool Eagle. Appreciate you, man. He says Ertz still got it. Didn't think he had it. Salute. Well, I mean, we had him locked up the whole game. That he got them in garbage time.
Right.
He got those garbage time catches.
He had one catch. Like he had one. I think he had a first down catch maybe in the first half.
Yeah.
And then everything else was the garbage time. But yeah, I'm glad to see Ertz still got a little. I'm glad to see. I'm glad.
No, for sure.
But yeah, I'm glad to see Ertz still got a little bit. I love Ertz.
Yeah. I will always have a love for Ertz. I got a Super Bowl 52 Zach Ertz jersey in the closet. I mean, like I will always love Zach Ertz. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. But he a commander now, so he a op. But regardless, though, I'm always have love for him. He ain't got to never pay for another meal in the city again. Game winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. I mean, come on. And that big fourth down conversion. We ain't gonna forget about that too. Shout out to Cool Eagle though. Marco Brezzi. Someone want to read this?
I hate when the media bashes Hurts, but are so quiet when he's balling. He's been lights out for weeks, but they never talked about that. What do you guys think Jalen does better than other quarterbacks? First of all, appreciate you for the super chat, $10. But sure. Yeah, like we said, they're not gonna give Hurts. They are not going to give Jalen his respect. Mm-hmm. One, the media already hates the Eagles. We one of them teams that the media don't like. And Jalen is somebody who, like we said, the aura, he got the sauce. And the sauce intimidates people. So they just not going to give him his respect. But yeah, Jalen is a winner, bro. Like, Jalen is going to make the winning plays. Like we said, in this game, dealing with a concussion, dealing with a head injury, a little off in the first half. But when the moment is the biggest, he comes up and makes the winning play. That first down, being in bounds, stretching for that awareness, like, he makes the winning plays. He's a winner, bro. Like, the stats might not always be the flashiest in the wins, but at the end of the day, he gonna make the play.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And as far as his last question, like, what does he do better than other quarterbacks? And Symone said he wins. He wins. A lot of people probably don't notice or don't want to acknowledge it, but since Jalen Hurts has entered the NFL, he is the winningest quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes. Simple as that. He's second in wins. So when you think about it from that perspective, I mean, like, look, I will never, ever go on a soapbox and say Jalen Hurts is more talented than Mahomes, more talented than Lamar, or more talented than Allen or whatever. Like, I will never stand on the soapbox and say that because I don't believe that to be fact. But I believe Jalen Hurts has what you call an it factor. He has a winning gene. There are some players that maybe they're not sexy about the way they do things, but they just make the right plays at the right time. Mm-hmm. And, again, right? I'm sure Harry Roseman sized up Jalen Hurts after that first year starting and say, you know what? I like this kid, but I want to put enough around him so we can continue to develop him and so we can maximize whatever he does have, right? And I'm sure Harry Roseman to know, and Jalen Hurts, they don't have a Mahomes. They don't have that. But that's why you insulate him and you put talent around him so you can make him better. You can make him better. So I just don't understand why some people like to crucify a player for having a good GM. They love crucifying the Eagles for having a good GM. Tell y'all GM to do better. They keep looking at Harry Roseman. They keep looking at they keep talking about how much our guys making, but they can't make sense about how we balancing this. They can't make sense of it. So that's what they mad about. It's a couple things they mad about. They mad at the Hurts aura. They mad that Harry Roseman just keep finding ways to pay these people, and they think he sold his soul, whatever it is. It's so many things to hate on the Eagles about, and we're gonna give them more to hate about. That's all it is. Shout out to Marco. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Marco.
Mac Fripp. He says, ALB, did you check out the Louis T. Demotion video?
I gotta check that out.
I gotta check that out because I saw LB. I think he retweeted it or posted it, something like that. So I gotta watch that.
But I gotta watch that.
Shout out to Mac. King Jordan. He said, Symone, LB, what up? LB held it down in the spaces against them goofies. Wasn't gonna let the homie fight alone. Yo, yeah, man.
I wish I heard that space.
It was goofy. It was so goofy. I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, who are these people? I
wish I heard it.
I never like to put myself on a pedestal ever. I'm very humble for the most part. But they sounded like they was new to this. They sounded like they didn't really know what they was talking about. That's just my opinion, though.
So was these just like content creators?
I don't know who they were. Because if they talking about, I hate when these YouTubers come in, they can't be content creators then.
Yeah. Because
I don't know who they are. But I'm telling you, you're not winning on spaces. You better get in this YouTube pool. You're not winning on spaces. Shout out to King Jordan. Randy Lopez says they really try to nickname Jayden JD5. No one knows this number yet like that. Jalen one of them ones. Jalen one of one.
Right. Okay. Breed of one.
Rare breed. Breed of one.
And they supposed to they supposed to love their quarterback. Like they supposed to hype the quarterback up. The disrespect is saying that Jayden Daniels was better than Jalen Hurts. The disrespect was saying Jayden Daniels was gonna come into the Linc for the first time and get a dub. That was the disrespect.
Because here's the thing, right? They got to keep his perspective. The league doesn't have tape on him. So it's the only tape they have is the games he's played. You feel what I'm saying? So you're gonna see him benefiting from that. But when you see a guy in year 2, year 3, that's when you start to see, okay, who is this guy? Who is this guy in the landscape of the NFL now that we have 2 seasons or a season's worth of tape? Who is this guy going to be when he goes through roster turnover or when he goes through a coaching change? Who will this guy be when money getting thrown around and we gotta reallocate resources and we gotta pull money from here and put it here? That's the signs of a good quarterback, guys that can weather the storm. And we're gonna see exactly who Jayden Daniels is and the Commanders are over the long term, because as of right now, they're clearly trending up. But again, it takes a lot to sustain something like the Eagles have done.
Mm-hmm.
And the Commanders have not proven they can do that. And I need them to talk and act like they ain't been there before.
Just don't get ahead of yourselves.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is what happened with RG3. They got ahead of themselves.
Exactly.
Shout out to Randy Lopez. Mr. 89 with the $5 super chat. He says, people need to give CJ an apology. He doing his thing and reassuring Elliott. Also, we having fun. And when's the last time the Eagles had fun? Bro, man. Dog, that's a good point, man. Like the vibes is definitely high. Guys having fun in the locker room. They gave somebody a birthday cake last night. That was fly. AJ Brown got him a cake for his birthday. That was dope.
The vibes is high, bro.
The vibes is high, man. Jalen Hurts brought Zach Bond on his post-game presser. Like the vibes are high. The vibes are very high right now. You could tell Zach Bond wasn't used to like that treatment. You could tell. Mm-hmm. But Jalen made sure that, you with me. Like when you're talking to him too. You feel me? So yeah, man. Shout out to Jay. I think Jalen and that's why I respect Jalen so much. He truly understands that I'm a product of I can only go as far as my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has no ego when it comes to this game. No ego. None.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. 89.
And I feel like
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, a lot of people do owe CJ an apology.
Yeah, he's been playing better lately. Way better lately. They
put him in a blender on Twitter. A lot of people owe him an apology.
Well, the first 4 games, he was a little shaky for sure.
Yeah, but if we giving out a
but everybody was shaky though for sure.
Everybody was shaky.
Mm-hmm. But he tightened up. I'm giving him his flowers. Interception, a key pass deflection in the red zone. He was definitely a good game. Set the tone in the Dallas game. He's playing with CJ. Here's the thing, right? What CJ provides to this team is unmeasurable. I see how they. Did you watch this mic'd up?
CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was gold.
Do you see how they gravitate towards him?
Mm-hmm.
He is magnetic.
Right.
He got Reed Blank and shit running around talking about, yeah, twin.
And even on like, in the social media videos, like in the post-game videos, he just has so much energy about him. Like even in the photos, you could just tell like he is like the life. Like,
yeah, he's the kind of guy that you want around when it's like when you in wartime. It's like you ever had that one person in your life that as long as they're around, you know for the most part things gonna go right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. Like you got that one friend that y'all hang out with, like they're around, or I know things gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But CJ, I get that vibe. As long as he's around, I feel like this team just feels like anything's possible.
Right.
Shout out to the bro, man. Solo on Wax. We almost done. These things just coming in. We got 38 of them. Solo on Wax says, with the $10 super chat, it says Van Gogh Fangio. He is an artist. I'll tell you that. Van Gogh Fangio is painting a masterpiece with this defense. It's up. I don't want to hear nothing. They got all the
good nicknames, bro.
Yo, they good. I ain't gonna lie, they good. They better than me. He said, I don't want to hear nothing about we ain't playing no good team yet. Who was the first to expose the Saints? Stop it. Yo, facts. We exposed the Saints. We exposed the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now.
We literally broke the Saints, bro.
Yeah, they ain't been the same since
and the Saints was still had everybody. When we played the Saints, they had everybody.
Yep. Healthy. Fully healthy.
Shout
out to Solo on Wax.
Appreciate you, Solo on Wax.
King Jordan. He said Symone spelled your name the first time. Quick fix.
Oh, you good, bro. You good. I know that autocorrect. I know that autocorrect be whooping y'all. Yeah, but yeah, it's Symone with a Y. Appreciate you though.
For sure. Knight Rider. Someone want to read this?
Jalen was concussed. Honestly, his poise is unmatched. Also, Bond is all pro straight up. Appreciate you, Knight Rider. But yeah, the poise, Jalen's poise, bro. Like when we talk about what makes Jalen different, his poise is incredible. Like, because even playing through that, when he's in a situation where he's not playing his best for whatever reason, he still remains so poised, bro. Like, and that's why at the end of the games, he can still turn it around, even though it might, like early in the season, when if it was a pick or if it was a fumble early in the game, like his memory is so short where he can just throw out those mistakes and keep it rolling. Like,
yeah, for sure. And I know we was talking about his face last night on the sideline, but I think that's just like his processing face.
But like, I feel like that face was definitely different, and because he was actually injured, like he was actually going through it.
Yeah. I think he was. I think there was definitely a sense of frustration last night because I think he noticed. Like, if you notice, whenever he missed the pass, he knew it the moment it left his hand.
Yeah,
he knew it. Like when he missed AJ on the sideline after AJ dropped the DB. Soon as he let it go, all he could do was turn around because he knew he missed him. He knew it.
Right.
So I think Jalen knew for a fact he was not on his A game last night, but I think he settled in as the game went, and eventually he made winning plays down the stretch. Simple as that. Right. Like my thing is, they hate giving him credit, but I'm like, he's the quarterback. Everything is running through him. He's making the checks at the line. He's making the audibles. Like, how do you guys not know that if maybe a play call, maybe a pass play is called, but then he sees something, he said, "Oh, don't wait, no, Saquon, it's you." Check. He get a ball to Saquon. Saquon take off 40. Like, they gotta give him more credit, man. Like, and this is how I know they're not watching this game or talking about this game with nuance. Like, Jalen Hurts is in full command of that offense. Right. Full command.
Yeah.
Shout out to Knight Rider.
Appreciate you, Knight Rider.
Keep the main thing, says Redskins dirty plays enraged Saquon, and he and Bond and Carter returned the favor and thrashed him. Jalen Carter was a man.
Bro, Jalen Carter is insane, bro.
Their offensive line is actually decent. We were dismantling Jalen Carter, BG, like we were abusing them. Moro Ojoma, they called that BS roughing the passer on him.
Oh, that roughing the passer, bro.
He was in Jayden Daniels' grill.
Yeah.
All right, and I ain't even mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Shout out to Keep the Main Thing.
The dogs was barking last night.
For sure.
They said at halftime they gave him that juice.
Cool Eagle says, safe debate to ask if Goddard is overpaid. That's a good question. Here's the thing though, right? And it's easy to say that because he still technically is a top 5 paid tight end. But the thing is, there aren't many elite tight ends. So the market isn't going to be the tight end market isn't going to reset itself as often as the wide receivers or the corner or any other position, right? So it's going to always feel like he's overpaid. But in reference to the market and when he signed his contract is relatively light in comparison to his peers. Yeah. But again, it's still top 10 or top 5 at the position. So I understand it. But regardless, though, Howie Roseman always know how to make the money work.
Mm-hmm.
Always know how to make the money
work. I feel like they really asking just because of the way he's been injured. But I mean, you can't account for that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. But I do think the Eagles do have to start to consider life after him, though.
Oh, absolutely. Just not even just with the injuries, but also he's getting up there too. Like,
I think how's Goddard, what, 29?
Maybe.
Let me see. Dallas Goddard is, I can tell you right now, Dallas Goddard.
But I don't think he's overpaid.
Dallas Goddard is currently 29 years old.
January, so he's about to be 30 in January.
Damn, he'll be 30 when the season ends.
So it's time. It's time to move on. It's time to create the plan for after Dallas, regardless.
Yes, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Not send him out of here with Maddox in a package deal.
Nah, I ain't doing that. Shout out to Cool Eagle. Soul on Wax with the $10 super chat says, do we have a tough decision postseason? I don't see Nick and Kellen both staying. If so, who you holding, who you folding? I think Kellen will be here next season. I do.
You think so?
I think so. Because
I already see people looking at Kellen for
head coach's job.
Yeah, like fans. I see fans like, oh, Kellen.
See, the names I've heard more so from the Eagles in terms of guys that may leave. Like people started talking about it now is Christian Parker, our DB coach, and Bobby King, our linebacker coach. Based off how they've developed, Nakobe and Bond and Quinyon and Coop and Reed and all those guys, man. Those guys
they can take our coaches, bro. I wish we could keep everybody.
Yeah. See, the thing is like everybody want to advance in their career, right?
Right.
So part of you is like, damn, word, but at the same time, it's like, hey, man, it's the league. It's par for cool. When you're good, when you good, everybody want to siphon off of your magic.
Mm-hmm. I just wish we could just stay one little club.
I know. Just give me 3 years of just the same guys.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm reassured because I know Vic Fangio is going to be here until he decides to retire. He made it clear that this is his last stop, and he calls the games from the booth, so his job ain't that hard.
Right. He up there in the AC and
chilling with the snacks and all that.
Right.
All right. Let's see. So okay. Thank you, Solo Wax. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Solo.
Herb T says, I love the show, but LB, I need that LT with the bullies. I need that lunchtime. He says, I love the show, everybody. I need that lunchtime with the bullies. I need that grease bucket talk, yo.
That grease bucket talk.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He says that Guantanamo Bay, that Quinton correctional facility talk, man. yo, like the memes people create on Twitter, bro, with Quinyon and the other receivers is insane, yo.
Those, yeah.
Insane. Shout out to Herb, man. Shout out to Herb.
Appreciate you, Herb.
D Rob with $1.99. Someone can read this.
Imagine this secondary with the 22 Eagles D line, bro.
Don't even get me started.
That's a juggernaut.
That's unstoppable.
That's unstoppable, bro. That's walking to our second Super Bowl.
That's a generational defense.
That's a monumental building statue defense, bro.
But who's to say that they not trending that way? Obviously, 70 sacks is hard to accomplish, but if we end the season with a minimum of 50 sacks, then what we talk about?
Yeah,
we got to remember that 70 sack marker was like it hasn't been done in decades, years since the 80s. So it's hard to replicate something like that. But if you can get a minimum of 50 sacks and your DBs is playing like this, your linebackers playing like this, I make an argument this team is better than that one.
Yeah, I think that's this defense as a whole because it's balanced.
Yeah, way more balanced.
Like you said, it's not all reliant on the pass rush. Like it's balanced, bro. Like lockdowns in the secondary, lockdown linebackers, playmakers everywhere. Like the balance is insane.
Yeah, I agree. But D-Rob, I definitely understand your perspective, though. Just imagine it. That would be crazy. I feel you, though. I feel you, D-Rob. Shout out to him. Jose Serrano with the $2 super chat says we stayed true with the running game, which is our mojo. That's another thing too. Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni were disciplined in that game. Again, I'm going to give them so much credit. They kept running the ball regardless. They just kept they could have easily panicked in that game. Easily. And they stayed with it. They stayed with it. And that was the big sign to me that, okay, we really know who we are now. We really know. So, shout out to Jose. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Jose.
All right, it's the last one. Ooh, thank God. All right, James Jones with the $4.99 super chat says, Tone, good game. I lost my bet, man. Okay. James Jones. James Jones is he's a Commanders fan. I didn't recognize you at first, James.
Oh, he had to change his pick.
Yeah. I didn't make this bet though, but hey, he said, Tone, good game. I lost my bet. I'm a man of my word. My rookies made me proud last night. He went in and gave us a chance to compete. I mean, I think y'all defense gave y'all a better chance than anything in the first half. And then y'all just, the levees broke. The dam broke. You know what I mean?
Right.
Listen, the Commanders, you guys are trending in the right direction. I will never even lie about that. You're trending in the right direction. You're better than the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just want y'all to be more patient, though.
Just be mindful.
Be demure.
The Texans, the old boy going to the Texans and going on that run in the first year, it got people delusional. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient. Everybody's not going to have CJ Stroud first year. Like, be patient.
Agreed.
Be mindful. It's a process.
Agreed.
Don't try to leapfrog the birds. Have some respect for who has been here before you.
Facts. Anyway, you guys, that is the show. We appreciate y'all so much for locking in the way you guys have. It means a lot to us. Shout out to our guy, LB. He had to cut out a little early. He pulling double duty. But shout out to LB. That's our guy. We got Matt for always doing amazing work. Shout out to her for inviting us to the DraftKings watch party last night. That was such a fun time. We definitely got to do that again.
That was crazy, bro.
Any final words, Symone, before we get out here?
Sure. Enjoy y'all Victory Friday. We got Sunday where we could just sit back, watch these other boys go at it. We already got our dub out the way. Sit back, chill on Sunday, watch these games. We're going to have Victory Monday, too. We chilling till we go to the West Coast. Rams is food, y'all. Rams is food. Night.
Sweet dreams. And it's gonna be a sweet dream for us, and it's gonna be a beautiful nightmare for somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Beyonce. You dig? We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for supporting the show. You guys have been tuned into the Linc Up featuring Symone Stanley, Lord Brunson, and Tone DeShields II. We out of here, y'all. Fly Eagles fly.
Birds.